Hello guys, welcome back to the video, and today we're talking sound and specifically how to get clear sound for your audio recordings. And before we start, I just want to say Happy Chinese New Year to everyone out there. I'm Chinese. I'm celebrating Chinese New Year probably around next week, so I don't really have time to make a new video, so today I'm making two. So there's a part one and part two. First, we're gonna talk about how to get clean audio and how to pick your mic for your recordings, because there are a lot of situations where you want to use different types of microphones. And in part two, we're gonna talk about how to dial that sound or polish that sound to your likings. And yeah, happy Valentine's Day to all the people out there. Happy Valentine's Day. It is a lovely year. It is a lovely year. I mean, like what a year. January has been rough. I mean, for people all around the world. To be honest, if you live on the internet, you should know what's happening. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So sound is very important for any production, any video that you're watching right now. If you're watching a video with a sound like this, you probably walk away in the first 5 seconds, right? No shit. But if the sound is like this and the video is shit, you will still watch the video, don't you? So that kind of proves my point. A good audio is going to play a big part of your video, because what is a video without audio? It would just be a GIF, right? So, like I say, there is every microphone for every situation. The microphone that you're seeing right now, the one that I'm talking to right at the moment, I just blew up my microphone. So the one that I'm talking to at the moment, this microphone right here, this is a condenser microphone. And it is very extremely sensitive. I'm trying not to pick the mic here, because condenser microphones are the most sensitive microphone that you can buy on the market. Yeah. So condenser microphone, they are very famous in studio recording, especially for vocalists. They are mostly used in a well-treated room with soundproofing. There's not a lot of reflection, very less sound reflection in the room, because it is padded and treated to make it soundproof, so that the microphone can pick up everything clearly. My room is, you can say it's not treated, but it has a lot of stuff to kind of bounce the sound away from the microphone. So because when I speak, the sound wave just travels to the walls behind me, and then the walls is gonna bounce back the sound. So that's why it's called like something like called sound treated room. And you have stuff in your room. So like I have a sofa right here, a computer, I have a shelf right here of lights, and then behind me there's card boxes. There's like a wall poster right here. So everything is kind of reflecting the sound in any way. My room is not optimal for using a condenser microphone, but it also doesn't kind of stop you from using it. If you're not like in a treated room or something, you just get a lot of echo. And in part two, I'm going to show you how to kind of work with these reflection echoes in DaVinci Resolve. But in this video, we're just going to talk about treating it in, physical way, like without using the computer. So that is a condenser microphone for you. So from now on, I'm going to switch off every sound processing thing that I have in Resolve, and I'm going to let you hear and show you what it kind of sound like every microphone does. So this is a condenser microphone, and I'm gonna switch everything off. So right now you might hear there is a fan. I have a cooler pad under my laptop, and you might hear that even though that it is not too loud, but you can still kind of hear it, right? You can still kind of hear it. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can really hear it, because I'm not monitoring the mic, but I think I have some kind of noise gate inside OBS because I'm currently recording the audio to my PC using OBS. I think I have a noise gate on, but I think you can still hear it, right? So that is the sound that you get from a condenser microphone. Now we're gonna switch the mic to something else. Okay. Mic test. Mic test. All right, guys. This is a dynamic microphone. It is famously being used in podcasts and also live streamers. They're all using this dynamic microphone. Why? Because it negates all the noises behind at side of the microphone. And also, if you notice, my voice sounds a lot deeper like this. And that is because the distance that you need to speak into a dynamic microphone is fairly close. So the microphone is picking up all the resonance from my mouth, my throat, and my chest. So right now it's gonna sound very deep, like bassy. My voice is really bassy, right? But if I put the microphone, you can the mic input for this. Maybe right around here, you can hear me. I'm just cranking up the mic input. There's a lot of hair on the mics. So a dynamic microphone, you can see, I can show you guys right here. So this thing right here, this is the right inside. There is a, you call it a pop filter, just in case things that didn't caught, like the plosive that you speak when you say the word P or B, there's like a push of air out right out of your mouth, and this thing is gonna stop most of it. And this thing, the metal net that you see right here, is gonna stop maybe like the last line of defense against your plosive. I'm sorry if that wasn't, my sound wasn't kind of get it in the mic. So it kind of works like a pop filter for your condenser microphones. But dynamic microphones, they have 2 layers of plosive protections just to, because people often need to speak really close to these dynamic microphones. So they have 2 layers of protection. Dynamic microphones are famous for podcasts and live streamers, like people that live streams in their home, playing games, or, just chatting on Twitch. Yeah, so this mic is very famous for that. And also, there's 2 more right here. And right now, this is the most famous. Hold on, I have a call. All right, where was I? So yeah, dynamic microphone for podcasts and live stream. It's the way to go. You can go online. There are plenty of, maybe cheaper options. Just search for dynamic mics, and they often looks like this. So don't pick wrong. All right, we were just talking about this. So this is the famous mic right now, and it is the DJI, or maybe some people use Rode microphones, some people use Insta360 mics, and this is the DJI Mic Mini. I'm gonna show you guys how it sounds like. So this is the DJI Mic Mini, and right now it is hooked up onto the camera because it is famous for hooking up on the camera, and also maybe just your DJI Action or your Pocket 3s. And for other brands, there are also like Mic Minis. The Mic Mini, this kind of they call it lav mic. Actually, they're wireless lav mics. These microphones are famous for vloggers that just want to hook up and also just record vlog, and then they want to get a high quality audio. They usually went for this one. And if you're not using this, what are you doing? You should start using this microphone. So these microphones, they just hook on their shirt like this. And then this battery, it lasts about 9 hours. So if you're out playing, hiking, doing anything else, you can just leave it there, and you got power for 9 hours. And every time you just pull out the camera, the mic is ready to go. So what are you doing? Get this microphone. So if you want clear sound from your mic for your video, you need this microphone. But if you're just sitting down on a computer editing videos, doing tutorial, live streaming, podcast, this microphone is also an option, but there is a better option like the dynamic mic that I just showed you. This is a better option for just sit down and talk, and you don't need to hook up to anything, you don't need to charge this thing. And yeah, this is famous for like this. And also street interviews, these are very famous for street interviews and all. This has actually become like the norm for microphones out there right now. So if you don't have one, go get one of these. You are not gonna regret it. This is the price over value ratio for this thing right now. It is off the chart. Like, just get this and you're gonna have a good life, better life with your audio. Trust me on this. Good stuff. So next, what I want to show you is the king of all king microphone. But it was years ago, right before this thing even exists, and it is a shotgun mic. Now, because I also used to do daily vlogs, so I got one of the shotgun mics, and this is the Talkstar SGC Shotgun 6000 SGC 600, and it is a decent microphone. It doesn't cost an arm or a leg. You can also go and get Rode microphone, because the Rode microphones are famous for shotgun mics, and it looks kind of like this from the inside. This is a very directional microphone, so it is picking up noise only in front of the microphone, and anything that is on the side, coming from the side or behind, it's going to negate it, reject it, the sound. So when you're using this microphone, it's gonna sound like a shotgun mic, like a directional microphone, and I'm gonna hook it up and you guys hear how it sounds like. I just want to remind you guys, the sound that you guys are hearing from just now to right now, they are all unprocessed mics. This lav mic, it has noise cancellation built in, so it's kind of sound a little bit better from this one, because this one does not have a noise cancellation option, but it does have like a up dB, down dB. You can kind of select like to boost the decibel a little bit, and also it also has like a limiter, so you don't pick your audio when you're speaking too close to the microphone. I'm gonna hook this up and you guys can hear how it sounds like. Alright boys, right now you're hearing the sound coming from the shotgun mic, from the shotgun microphone on top of the camera, because I just hooked it up there, and my room doesn't have any wind, so I just took up the wind muffs so you guys can tell how it sounds like inside the room. Or maybe I should put it on just in case there's sound bouncing, and I don't care. Shotgun mics are famous a long time ago for vlogs and run and gun style type of video, because you want a good microphone and you also want a microphone that is directional, pointing at what your camera is filming, and you also want it to negate all the sound that's coming from other place, and you also want it to have the mic right on top of the camera, and that shotgun mic is the way to go. And it has been standard for a very long time, right until Rode came out with its Rode Video Mic Go, the one, that little square thing, that mic. It was generational invention from Rode microphones. But before that, it was this guy, and right before that, there is this they call it boom mics. They kind of look like a shotgun mic. It is a shotgun mic actually, but it's just a microphone with a tube, and then you can see people holding it in the video production. This is holding it like that. That is a shotgun mic. There is a directional microphone. It is being still used since then and until now. It is still the standard for movie production. So these are the famous microphones that suitable for different kinds of scenarios. Now, you might be using a one mic for everything, because why not? Sometimes you can do it, because this thing right here can literally use anywhere. You can use it on a, just a tutorial video like this. You can use it on a podcast. Of course, I did a podcast and both of them are just wearing just wireless lav mics. And also I've seen live streamers just use this lav mic, just pin it there, and then they can just talk, they can walk around the room. Even in IRL streaming, they just use lav mics and they get some the best audio out there. So yeah guys, that's it for the video today. And for the next video, I'm gonna show you guys how to deal with audio in DaVinci Resolve, no matter what your equipment is, whether it's a shotgun mic, it's a condenser microphone, it's a dynamic mic, it is any mic, any sound that you want to use in Resolve. I'm going to show you guys how to clean it up, and there's also a one-click solve all problem types of, function in Resolve. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this video helped you in any way, please leave a thumbs up and also maybe consider subscribing. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Sam, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.